Welcome everybody to the World Tour of Modern Skyblock 2 for the 17th of October 2017. You know this fantastic thing here, the Empowerer, the thing that we needed to make the almighty piston. That's right. And again, we are in cheat mode because I've recently updated, of course. Yes, of course. For the almighty piston, we required. We required a redstone ingot, which is from Scientific Calculator, which required an empowered redstone crystal. Right, we went through gaining the Scientific Calculator. We went through gaining all these nice good things to find out the Empowerer takes a considerable amount of power to charge said redstone crystals. So I took a step back. We took a step back over the streams and decided, let's figure out a way to make power. And we started making a forestry farm for just wood. It said charcoal is coming down through here into the electric furnace. I discovered how to make the overclockers for Tech Reborn. Not nearly as hard as I thought it would have been. And having 4 overclockers in the furnace makes the smelting almost instantaneous. The copper then goes into this quick dropper, into another combustion heater that we've plugged into our power system, turning the power into coal, and then taking that coal from the collector here, we are making synergas with advanced generators. That's right. It's a little bit on the slow side because my farm is a little bit small. The amount of wood that I'm getting in is not nearly enough to constantly power this synergas producer controller, which is fine. We can moderate, we can adjust this later. So the gas, using a basic mechanical pipe from mechanism into the gas turbine, we have the capabilities to store 50 million RF. Now that 50 million RF happens to be the amount of power that it requires to make one redstone block to make the pistons that we need. Since making the pistons, if we go back to the quest book, back to normal mode, it suggests after the calculator to look at digital storage, and that's what we did. Now the update before the one that's just passed, 1.5.5.2 or something around there, the applied Lamagistics, I think that's how it's pronounced, has been replaced with the bona fide applied energistics 2. So, as you can see, we're missing a whole heap of chests from the gem washing operation, because we are now we've made the charger because we got the pistons now. We're able to make the charger. I have a chest full of charged Certus quartz. The crystal growth chamber from AE2 stuff wasn't that hard to make. The only thing that I'm currently missing is nether quartz. I'm going to have to develop a production line just to make netherrack. That is definitely going to be on the cards. So then we made the advanced inscribers from AE2 stuff. Totally achievable at the stage we're at. And we made our first ME drive with 164K ME storage cell. Now, it is so nice to make a storage cell so cheaply. Galactic Science 2, while it is a nice pack, it runs very, very costly. It is nice to come back to a pack, well yes, there is gating, but it is cheap to make larger items, like the 64K ME storage cell. I chucked in a 16K because I didn't quite have enough items to get things done. and we made a crafting terminal so we can get into here. It's great. It's good. Now, I don't believe we have actually seen a piece of not obsidian, osmium. We are waiting with bated breath to find a piece of pulverized osmium, because with that we can do stuff from mechanism. We can't quite do much more with mechanism until we get that one piece of osmium, sadly. It is going to take time, because apparently the drop rate for that is exceedingly rare. And that is pretty much where we're up to right now within Modern Skyblock 2. Not much has actually changed around here. No, not really. That's pretty much what the majority of the streams have entailed. Setting up this ability to make more power. Just so we can get through the next steps of getting pistons. We still haven't got to the point of the rolling machine yet. That is also something that is, I think, is now the empowered palace crystals. 500 killer RF, we have that to spare. The one thing that we don't have is stardust. And stardust you make by getting star metal ore with starlight transmutation, which I'm going to have to do some research on the actual mod itself, astral sorcery. So that's probably going to be my homework before tomorrow's stream, or today's stream, depending on whenever you actually get to watch the video, and whenever you actually get to catch up with the stream itself. Now, yeah, nothing much else has happened. The only other thing that I could possibly mention is the mob farm within the Nether. I put a couple more levels on top of that so we can get a little bit more of the blaze rods to progress forward, getting the pistons. That's pretty much all I've done. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's a lot, but going ahead and making the forestry multi-farm to start off with, and then the advanced generator. The advanced generator, while it's all possible, takes so much iron. I think we burnt through something like 6 or 7 stacks of iron just to make the both the Cinder gas producer and the gas turbine. Still, all achievable in the stages where I'm at. Okay? So, what was I playing? Oh, that's right, Palace, probably. I would definitely like... Okay, digital storage. Or either that we start... No. I'm going to write this down on my handy-dandy piece of archaic pieces of information technology. The old pen and the paper. We are going to write down right now the mission statement for the streams. And that is... We need a netherrack production line. No two ways about it. See, it's probably reversed. I don't know if you can write, if you can even read that. But netherrack production line. First and foremost, it'll probably take me a little while. Probably take me probably about 2, maybe 3 streams, I dare say. But things are definitely progressing along, and I'm happy for it. Also having ME drives now, which is so very cool. Although that's saying it's I may also see about if we're able to I don't know if I can actually use applied energistics to apply an item to a crucible, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, hang on, yes you can. You might be able to do it. I'm not entirely sure. If you happen to know, do leave something down in the comment section below, because that's something we're going to have to look into. Alright, well, if you've liked the series and if you like the series and like the episode so far, that's backwards. If you like the episode and like the series thus far, do go ahead and click that like button. If you'd like to catch up with my streams, do go on over to twitch.tv/Raetac and follow me there. If you're feeling really generous, consider subscribing to the Twitch channel. What else can I mention? Oh yeah, check out any of the past VODs on the past streams on Twitch. Just bear in mind, those VODs will not be there forever. We're in the streaming market now. If you miss out, I'm sorry. But you have these world tours for prosperity. Posterity. I suck at English. I don't even know which is which. Alright folks, I've been Raetac. I'll either see you in the next world tour, or catch you in the live streams. See you next time.